Jaivi Mathur, if I could come to you first, please. Explain, ma'am, how is India vulnerable and ill-prepared in 2022?
When national security is at stake, when our country's national security is at stake, should Rahul Gandhi keep quiet? When no discussion and debate is allowed in Parliament at the very crucial issue of national security, should Rahul Gandhi keep quiet? And when there is a total keeping in the dark by the government to even to the Parliament, should Rahul Gandhi keep quiet? And when there is so much of Chinese incursions happening, when satellite pictures are showing about Chinese incursion and the ground reality is that, should Rahul Gandhi keep quiet? And when the government is groping in the dark in terms of tackling the China-Pak relationship, should Rahul Gandhi keep quiet? Okay. I mean, the relations, strategic relations that is being built by China and Pakistan, isn't it very clear that they are that strategic relations is totally against India? And then should Rahul Gandhi keep quiet? Okay. I mean, when Wang Wei and the Pakistani counterpart Bilawal Bhutto met on the sidelines of United Nations General Assembly, and how they plan, they keep saying, China keeps saying that Pakistan is a good friend of China. Should Rahul Gandhi keep quiet? And when we are encircled by the immediate neighbors, should we keep quiet?
Fair enough, Aparajita Sarangi, respond to Rahul Gandhi saying China is preparing for full-fledged war with India with Pakistan's help and India is vulnerable. And Jaivi Mathur says, should Rahul Gandhi keep quiet? He's raising questions and the government is running away from a debate in Parliament.
How does Rahul Gandhi know? Is he a defense expert? Is he a soldier fighting the Chinese people at the border? Now the point here is that it is neither ignorance nor innocence on part of Rahul Gandhi. It's a deliberate attempt on his part to mislead the nation. The most unfortunate part is that Rahul Gandhi is not behaving like a responsible citizen. When we talk of national security, when we talk of defense, I think we cannot be irresponsible in our statements. We have to have the facts and only then we should actually talk. And unfortunately, he is definitely trying to mislead the nation, 1.35 billion people, and that's the most unfortunate part. See, he has to have the facts with him. The fact is, as has been told earlier, this is not the India of 1962. This is the India of 2014 and beyond. We are in 2022. And the kind of situation that we are in, I think it's the duty of every citizen to understand. The defense budget of Indian government has increased from 2.53 lakh crore rupees to 5.25 lakh crore rupees.
Why not discuss this in Parliament so that the opposition...
There are certain issues.
Okay. Go on, ma'am, quickly.
I tell you, Gaurav, national security, defense matters are extremely serious matters. They are sensitive issues. And when there are issues which are sensitive, they need not be discussed on the floor of the House. That's extremely dangerous. I think we are all responsible people and we all should understand that.
Ma'am, is the BJP then saying that the opposition is irresponsible? The opposition does not look after India's national interest. Why can't the opposition not be briefed in private? These are certain questions that I intend posing to you, but let me get a factual position.
I mean, we are always ready to talk to them.
Let me get a factual position from General Kulkarni. General Kulkarni, you've read up about the 1962 debacle. You have served along the LAC from commanding your brigade in Arunachal Pradesh to serving in the Corps in Ladakh. Sir, is India vulnerable, as Rahul Gandhi puts it, militarily?
Gaurav, definitely not. Let's put it that first and foremost, and rest of it can follow thereafter. It's very essential, Gaurav, that issues on national security, every Indian must be on the same page. And as rightly brought out, issues of national security must not be discussed in the Parliament for a very simple reason, that it's all live, it's on media, everybody knows what's going on. And thirdly, very important is that our nation has gone far, far ahead. That's the reason why you hear Wang wanting to talk peace now. Why is this kind of statements are emanating? Not that we trust him for what he's saying. It's something like what Pandey is saying. I'm sure Gandhi doesn't believe what Pandey is talking about. Similarly, what Wang is saying, we may not believe because the PLA actions do not necessarily go along with what Wang is talking about.
Okay.
So notwithstanding that, we are miles and miles and miles ahead in terms of modernization, in terms of preparation, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of morale, in terms of logistics, in terms of clothing, in terms of everything that we can think about.
Okay.
And that is one of the reasons, and time and again, that you rightly said, we talk of Doklam, we talk of Galwan, or we're talking about Yangtze. Why is it that the Chinese are on the back foot? That's primarily because we are fully prepared. We understand what Chinese are up to. Not now. We have been seeing them what they're doing since 1950.
Okay.
How they build up. We know what it is going on. We know Pakistan is a surrogate state now of China. We all understand that. That is why we are preparing for it. And we will ensure the territorial integrity and the sovereignty of the nation will be defended without fail. But it is very essential.
Perfect.
That
JB Mathur.
Nation.
Okay.
Yeah.
JB Mathur, the BJP says Congress did not modernize in time. You've been looking at these debates in the past several days. The BJP hits back saying there's been a lost decade of modernization. The Congress did not buy Rafales. The Congress did not develop border roads. A.K. Antony's statement in Parliament that if we make roads, enemy will use it. The BJP claims that tunnels, roads, bridges are only now being built to checkmate China. How can India be vulnerable?
Gaurav, let me make it very clear that there are critical gaps that persist in our capabilities despite there is a Chinese threat. The Indian Air Force Chief has stated on record that he is 12 squadrons short of the desired fighter strength of 42 squadrons, while the UPA ordered 6 squadron submarines, Project 751 for 6 submarine forces, repeated delays. Army recruitment under the ill-conceived Agnipath scheme has sharply dropped. See, all these are the things which everyone... Now the point is they're trying to deviate from the whole point. See, the issue is when they said about 1962. In 1962, when that issue was there was discussion in Parliament. 165 MPs were given permission to speak on the issue when the leader of the opposition is not allowed to speak in the country now. And yesterday was Atal Bihari Vajpayee's birthday.
Right.
And when he was a first-time MP, when he co-signed a letter to Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru ji requesting for Parliament to be convened earlier than scheduled to debate on the Chinese invasion, Pandit ji agreed. Now MPs can't even discuss or ask questions,
Okay.
or even put up a notice. Nothing is allowed.
Okay.
Now, see, the fact remains also in terms of, let us not forget, in 2020 what happened? 20 of our soldiers lost lives. Now are they saying that it didn't happen? How can they deny when